Morning, sir.
Good morning, son. How we doing?
Good. How are you today?
Right. You?
Good. So we have another little project to work on here. What do we got going on?
My car. My wife said, if you don't paint that, I'm going to divorce you. So my son volunteered to get ahead of the Chrysler project.
Chrysler.
See how much?
Packard?
So when the car's gone.
Yeah, exactly. Packard, maybe?
Yeah. Thinking of my brother's Chrysler. Yeah, so we're going to do a paint job. You can show what happens here when you're running through the car wash.
All right, as the helicopter shows up, let me pause it.
This one's starting here today. Disassemble stuff, the bumpers.
So what are we looking at here, first of all? This is a
2012 Toyota Camry.
Toyota Camry, thank you. And it's
My wife loves it.
Yeah, and it's a real shame because the body on this thing is mint. I don't think there's a single dent in it anywhere.
Not even a scratch.
Not even a scratch. There might be. We'll look. But what's happened to it is running it through the car wash, because they're quite diligent about getting their car washed.
Yes.
Like every week, pretty much.
Yep, every week.
So running it through the car wash every week for 12 years. And you can see all the clear coat is just destroyed. This is, when we saw it at first, we were thinking it was just typical sun damage, but then we realized, no, it's from the car wash. So you can see here, it just scraped all the clear coat off the top here, the top of the, what do you call this part up here? Not sure. Top of the doors here. So, it looks like sun damage, but I think it's more, this looks like typical sun damage here, but as Pops pointed out, inside here, all this is just gone. So bristles or something just chewing this up. So we got a bunch of clear coat damage we have to deal with, basically. But aside from that, if you look at the rest of it, it's just mint. So that's really unfortunate. But we're gonna go ahead and do this, and since we're gonna have to respray the whole car, basically. I was hoping I could kind of spot some stuff in, but it's too far gone. So we're gonna do the whole shebang, basically. So we're gonna blow this thing apart, take all the trim off, everything, because there's no way we're gonna get a color match on it either. And then we found out this last week, Pops and I were gonna go over to the paint store where we bought all of the paint for the Camaro and everything else. They're out of business. They're not there anymore. So basically the only place near me where I could go get automotive paint is gone. So I had to order all this stuff online, of stuff I've never heard of before. So hopefully it works. But this will be solvent-based. We're not going to do water-based like we did on the Camaro. So the body paint is coming from R&E Paints, I think. And then everything else is coming from TCP Global, which that's a company everybody knows. So hopefully that stuff is good. But the R&E Paints, no idea. They seem to be the only ones that will sell factory colors by the gallon. Everywhere, everything else is just touch-up paint, right? Which, yeah, maybe you could buy 4 quarts of touch-up paint or something. But anyway, that's the project. So we're going to start by giving this thing a thorough wash, and then we'll pull it into the garage and start blowing it apart. Yeah?
Yep.
All right, so here's our soap of choice, standard original formula Dawn. And basically going around the car, it just came out of the car wash, but we're gonna scrub the whole thing down again anyway. But paying a particular attention to all these areas inside here, anything like that. The trim, in where we can get it off, we'll take it off, and then we'll wash that again later. So we're just going around that, and then we got to wash the inside of all the jams and everything to make sure no dust or anything comes flying out. We're not going to paint the jams. Car's locked. We're just going to put the foam tape in here. The one spot that we have to deal with is this spot right here, which I will probably paint that at the same time I paint the bumpers. I don't know, we'll see, because the overspray is not going to get down in there to fix that. Anyway, that's what we're doing. Pops is taking this opportunity to vacuum out the car. We have the shop vac here. So we washed these inside edges. Nothing here. This is all coming off. Here, the underside of the hood all the way around. This is still pretty funky up in here. But when we paint it, we're going to run the plastic sheet over all of this and cover all of this up so that no debris or anything from in here comes flying out. There's a little bit more of that damage right here. Gonna have to decide if we're going to fix that or not. And then the other thing I noticed on the car is this chrome trim down here at the bottom. Don't know if I want to mess with that, so I might just mask this rocker off. It's the paint's fine. Might not get the perfect paint match, but saves me from having to deal with all of that. All right, I've never done this before on this car, so it's going to be a bit of a learning curve here, but these little guys just pop out of these covers here, so you can get a couple of bolts there. I think this needs to come off to get the tail lights out. These are these things I was talking about, pops. Scrivets, I think they're called. I can see one there. That little guy, you see it?
Yeah.
So you can get in with this tool. It pops in right behind it. Oop. Show it to the camera. Oop. Just pop right out. There's another one in the middle here.
Got this one already?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
There's another one. There might be more. Let me investigate. And just like restoring a car, put everything in a Ziploc bag so you know all the pieces that need to go back. So that thing was held in by those clips there. So just a little yoink and that came out. Okay, and a bumper cover. I don't see any additional fasteners there. I started taking this panel out here. That's next. Probably got the taillight covers in there. I'll get to that next. So this guy here is held in by one of these little dudes. So I just used that same tool, just push it in from the back to release the tabs, pop right out. So there's a few of these clips down here on the bottom. They look like a scrivet type thing, but I couldn't get them out by trying to pry this centerpiece out. So most of the bottom here is held in by 10mm bolts, but there's a couple of these on each side, and they're just press fit in. It looks like this would have something if you could pry that out, but it looks like that would help if you could pry that out, but I couldn't get it to come out without feeling like I was going to break it. All right, all the bolts are out, and there were two 10mm tucked up in from the bottom inside the wheel wells. You got to look out for it. In theory, this should just zipper off. So you want to go around that side. Just hold on to it so it doesn't fall down. You don't have to lean over. Just grab it by the wheel well. By the wheel well. Here, just come over here. Just grab it right here.
Okay.
This is the part I always hate about these things. Ugh. Okay. No. The tail light needs to come out first because it doesn't want to come out.
So that's the one connector
What connector?
that's holding it in.
Shouldn't be anything holding it in now. There's something down here. I don't see anything here. It's held in by clips and stuff, so. thing holding it in there. Clip right there. That's the one we just took out. I don't see anything. This other section should just pop out. Why don't you come and switch sides? Look. Did that lose? Just yoink on that. There might be something right there. Okay, it's good. It's not going to go anywhere. I have to get this off first. Anything holding this in here. It's a nice cracking sound.
Yeah, another good one.
It's attached there somehow. Okay. Well, that has to come out first. Or actually, it doesn't. This should just zip out of there. Alright. Should be all loose. It's still stuck in the center here. Damn. I have never seen one this stuck. Usually they just pop right off. Yeah, who knows?
Masterpiece.
All right, so the trick here was just lifting the bumper up off of all of these pins here. And then, yeah, this side, you don't have to take this off first. It just snaps out of that little connector right there. All right. Cool. So, more back to work. All right, so Pop's washed up the back of the car there. And we're not painting this or everything. We just got to make sure at least the edges where the tape is going to go is clean. And we're going to start on the door here. So this little guy covers up that. Just pop that out with a screwdriver. Then there's a Torx bit or something in there to get the door handle off. Yeah. And then I'll start working on the door panel. Show Pops how to do that and let him do the other side. Or maybe we should start on the other side because there's less room over there.
Do you want me to start there first?
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
So that really sucked.
Yeah, it did.
Basically, we needed that one bolt right there was covered by the door panel and this clip right there. Though if we had access to that, we wouldn't have had to take the door panel off. But since we didn't, all of that had to come apart just to get that off. This was kind of a bear. Most of the clips came out okay, except this one. This one busted off the door panel, which is no fun. All the rest of them came out, but you know, this one I found was the best. You put it in the door panel on this side, so this goes between the car door and here like that, but it still didn't work. It broke that one. So we couldn't get the door handle off, so we still have to figure out why that is. Beautiful. So we've got to figure that out. We got the one little piece off here, but this one doesn't come off, so I may have to go peruse the YouTube to figure out how to get this off. All right, that was the end of day one. Pop's left a while ago. I've been working on the Camaro a bit here, did an oil change on it and stuff, but to show you where we left off, so we got the front bumper off, front headlight here, Haven't got the other one got off yet. We got the trim off on here, which was a nightmare. All the instructions on the internet just said, just stick something in here and pry and it'll come right off. No. This one was more reaching in from the back and twisting it and popping it off. And this one, same kind of, there are these little clips. Let's see these, let me light in here. A little clip there. So it's clipped over that. And so I took one of the interior tools and got it in there and kind of pried it from the back. And then we could get it loose in the middle, but we couldn't get the ends loose. And then I just took it in the middle and just ripped it off. And it came off, but not without a fight. We may end up having to replace that one because I got a little bent up in the process. This thing was a pain in the rear. Unlike the front door, you have to take the door panel off and the door latch and everything to get to the bolt that holds this in. So that sucks. And we didn't have to take this door panel off. And we had to up here because of the mirror. But that sucks. So we had to do that. So tomorrow we'll do the other side, those two doors, and then all we have left to do is get the front headlight off, and then it's ready to start sanding. And we'll pick that up tomorrow. Day 2. Well, lighting's not very good there. Let's try this. That's a little better. What's going on today?
Something very interesting.
Oh, what's
Two
that?
studies, one at Cambridge, one at Italy. If you speak a second language, never mind third, fourth, fifth, your ability to stave off dementia increases by 5 years. Not bad.
Wow.
So if you know enough Spanish.
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
I don't know if that fan's affecting anything or not. Okay. It's muy mejor? No? Yes.
Dos lenguas, tres lenguas, cuatro lenguas, vier språk, fem språk, zwei. So in other words, your brain is redoing neurons when you talk in another language. If I want to say the Camry, right, in another language, the brain has to go find that pathway. If you didn't have that pathway, obviously, as you learn it, you're creating pathways. So you can have vocabulary 25,000 English words, that's good. But as you learn each new word, forget the crossover words, right? Like in Latin, Camera in Swedish, Camera in German, Latin word, right?
Can I ask
But the other words, like your shirt, hutta.
Can I ask a very important question?
Yes.
What does this have to do with painting a Camry?
Absolutely nothing. I'm stalling, so now it's break time.
I see.
All right, day 2.
You just got here, man. You haven't done anything yet.
I know, exactly.
All right, day 2. What are we doing?
We are going to put the car up on some wheels here.
Dollies, yeah.
Dollies. We can move it around, get access to the other side. We're going to take off the door panels there and get ready to sand.
That's right, your favorite.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
supervising now.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
All right, so we haven't been filming much because we've been just fighting the car. So everything over here went much smoother than it did on the other side, including these trim pieces. I was just able to pry them up on the back and just yoink them off. This thing just absolutely did not want to come off. We ended up having to pry it with a screwdriver. I don't know if I broke something in there. So that sucks. Did finally get it off. This one came off, no problem. So just that one thing took half an hour. And then we've been fighting with the damn antenna up here for how long?
About an hour.
Jeez, yeah, about an hour. Just one little connector in there holding it in on the back, and I could not get it. It like totally shred the headliner and everything to get it out of there. Hopefully I didn't break anything, but I need to get that done. So, all right, that's it. So everything is off the car that needs to come off the car, I think.
I believe so.
We may have to play with these inner wheel wells here a little bit. I'm not sure. But I think everything else is done. So next is to go through and clean everything that we've exposed.
And that can we do first.
She's not here.
I know.
So how does it
What
help
else
me?
can we do?
What?
What else can we do while we wait for her to clean?
She's not coming over to clean. Can't wait for her.
Okay.
If she's not feeling well, she can't come over, and then we can't paint, so that doesn't
Well,
work.
not today. I'm just saying we could sand. Can we do anything else? Prep something else maybe?
No,
Okay.
gotta clean. Then we'll sand. All right, so we'll catch you back in a bit when we made some progress on that. So Pops has been having withdrawals from sanding. So we're gonna do some sanding. He wanted to get some sanding done. So we got all the stuff done that we said we were gonna get done. So I got a new DA here. This one's not as powerful as the other ones that I have, but we'll see. It's supposed to be more than a finishing sander, but not quite a, I don't know, whatever the other kind is called. I put the, what is this called? Interface pad on it. We'll give it a try. So we got some 240 on here. We're gonna just start on the hood here, see how that goes. And then take it from there. Ready?
Sounds good.
imperfections in the finish.
Yeah.
That's all the stuff we have to get out. Let's take a look at that.
Looks like it's doing all right. Not too much. That's good.
Need to disappear while I blow all this away?
No.
Sure.
That's right.
Maybe we'll move over to the roof where it's worse. Get a sense of what we're looking at here. So I'm not sure how far down we need to take this. Bring you over there to take a look. Well, that's just with the quick. Still feels a little uneven or dirty. So definitely going to take it down further than that, but coming along. So we'll do a little trial right here where we have complete burn through to the base coat so we can really see what's going on there. All right, so I will throw this out there for all you painterly folks out there. I think that's good enough. That looks like a good edge right there. I don't see any issues with that. I didn't go up to the back here so you can see kind of the before and after. That's totally smooth. So I think that's good enough. I don't even think I need to put filler on that. I mean, you can't feel anything. So I was going to put 2K over these areas, but I don't think I need it. So any of you guys who are painters out there, if you can comment on that, let me know what you think about that. But I think that's good enough. So that's 220, 240, I forget. We'll take this all the way up to 600 before we're done. The hood here, I definitely needs more work. Because it doesn't look uniform, so I don't think that's ready to go yet, but I think it's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm surprised. Came out nice.
yeah.
The new wheel was as bad as you thought it was.
Yeah, it's, when I got it on Amazon, this one's the one from TCP Global. The reviews said it was not a finishing sander, they said, but it wasn't super aggressive. And plus I have the interface pad on it, which makes it even less aggressive. It seems about right for this. I don't want to put big heavy DA in here and just tear into the paint anywhere.
Right,
So
right.
you can see right on the edges here, it's, you know, it's already
Good,
just,
yeah.
yeah, I think that's good.
I think so.
All right, are you done for the day, or do you want to work on?
Launch approval.
Are you done for the day, or you want to do some more?
I think we can host on the bumpers.
Yeah, we can do the. Let me show you the bumpers. Yeah. So we have to wash these, but this is the front bumper here. So we took off all the chrome that was up there, and the fog lights and stuff. Got all that off. Well, somebody signed it. 1973. I don't know. Though this, we should probably get this off too. This bottom piece.
Screws over there.
Yeah, it's the same thing. This little clips.
Oh, okay.
So anything that doesn't get the blue color,
Right.
yeah. So
Well, we can host the insides of both off.
yeah,
And then clean the outside.
yeah. Let's do it.
But let's take that off.
All right, so that's going to do it for today. So if I hear from any of you guys about the 2K, whether you think that's going to be necessary or not, I'm thinking if I bust through to the primer or the bare metal anywhere, then I'm going to probably want to go that route. But the paint's in really good shape in general. You see there's not a lot of, you know, dimples and scratches and stuff in it, so there's not really anything that needs to be filled. So it's really just a question of when you're sanding down the clear coat, is there going to be a halo or anything from that? And I don't think so. It looks so smooth. I don't think that's going to be an issue. Maybe in some of the rougher spots, who knows? But if any of you guys think that that's not necessary, then it's really a piece of cake from here. Basically, we're just going to go over all these bad clear coat spots with 240 or whatever it was until we're happy with it, and then just go from there, 320, 400, 600, and then it's ready to paint, I think. There's not really anything else to do. Not that I can think of. So it'll be super fast then if that's the case. And it's just putting the whole car back together again. We busted so many clips off this thing on the front bumpers and stuff, especially these ones that hold the wheel wells and the inner wheel wells or the wheel liners, whatever. Every one of those broke pretty much. So I'm going to send Pops over to the Toyota dealer when I figure out those part numbers, see if he can get them. If not, we'll have to order them. But yeah, anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time, potentially when we're spraying.